Yo guys, what's up? Welcome along to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. And tonight we are down in Riga in Latvia, and we're going to take Air Baltic out for a spin down to Vilnius in Lithuania. You can see this is not live time obviously, but it is live weather. So we've got freeware scenery here in Riga. And we've also got some nice freeware scenery from flightsim.to down in Vilnius as well. So yeah, we are on the ground down there. I think that's somewhere in the distance just there. So we need to hop on down. The plane's completely cold and dark. We need to set it up. We got the flight plan ready from SimBrief. Flight time's not very long. It's only 31-minute flight, so we are going to do the return trip as well. So that should be good fun. Yeah, 31 minutes. We got to fly. It's not far, 159 miles. Cruise and flight level 210. So just till we get up to the cruise, it'll probably be time to come back down again. Like I said, we are in the latest version of the fly-by-wire experimental mod as well. So we're going to give that a whirl, see if there's any new updates to it. But yeah, we'll hop on down to the aircraft and have a quick look at it, and we'll get it all set up. So hopefully if I press a button, we should whiz on down. Phew, there it is. There is our Air Baltic. Let me just grab the camera thingy bob and pop it out a minute, because there we are. There's our nice little Air Baltic 320 Neo sat on the ground. Like I said, we've got it's completely cold and dark and turned off. You can see now it's got the wing droop. It's also got the rudder droop as well, with all the hydraulics turned off. And yeah, this is the freeware scenery from flightsim.to for Riga, which looks pretty good. There's a jet bridge going to another aircraft next to us. So awesome stuff. Let's go and jump in, and we'll get it set up. If I put you in the full screen and hit that button, hopefully we'll whiz into the flight deck. There it is. So cool. Right, let's go and get a few things turned on. So we should have one fly pad. We've now got a fly pad for the FO side, which is quite cool. And if we nip up over here, we'll get some batteries turned on. External power. APU can come on. We'll arm the emergency lights. SteadX, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, IRSs can come to nav. And can we turn that up yet? Not quite yet. Emergency lights are on. Cruise fly, ground control should be on. And we'll do the APU fire test. And if I can get that to hover over there, not open up the thing, that would be useful. My mouse has been ever so slightly temperamental. There it is. APU fire test. And actually, that might help. If I put the sound on, you may be able to hear it. So, APU fire test. Engine 1 fire test. And we'll do engine number 2 as well while we're up here. All tickety-boo, all the dinging is out the way with. There's nothing else for us to do. We'll just turn the heating down just a smidge. And that's all good. We'll put the nav logo light on for now. And I think we'll jump down and we'll have a look at the... we'll have a look at brightening up a few screens and also the flight plan as well. Got the eCams brightened up. See what my mouse is doing. It seems to be well dodgy at the minute. I don't know if that's a sim thing or something I've done, but we'll brighten up this stuff. Cool, right, let's go and have a look at this flight plan. We're going to import it from SimBrief. There it is. Riga down to Vilnius. What's the weather like at the minute? 4 degrees, cav okay. Chilly tonight, -10. Winds, wow. 140 at 5. Gusting 15. And down in Vilnius, it is very light, 120 at 4 knots. Cav okay, 1 degree, -12 the low. QNH, wow, look how high the pressure is. 1040. Jeez. Right, anyway. OFP. Like I said, not very long. 159 mile flights, 31 minutes. We are in the 320 with the LEAP engines. Alternate will be... I'm not entirely sure where that is. Anyone know where Kilo Uniform November is? But we need 1.2 tons to get there. It's almost as long as the flight down to Vilnius. Obviously, fin revs of 30 minutes. And block fuel we need is 4.4 tons. So, we'll put 5 tons in. That should at least get us there. There we go, that'll do. And we'll go and get some passenger now. We've got the fuel. We'll open the door. Passengers, baggage, external power, aft door, and a bit of catering. Oh, what was with the lag? There we go, that's a bit better. Right, we'll set the EFIS panel and that as well. Cool. Hopefully we should have the jet bridge. There it is. Lovely jubbly. And there's all the crew, ground crew going with a bit of catering, some baggage as well. Excellent stuff. So if we jump down now to the McDo, and we can set that up. Hi from Slovenia, Svetlana, is that how you say your name? I'm sorry, I'm rubbish at pronouncing names, I do apologise. Svetlana? I hope that's right. We're going to Atsu, AOC, and the init press, and we'll grab that. There we are, so EVRA down to Echo Yankee Victor India, which is Vilnius, 31 minutes, which is all what we expected, and we'll get the payload in. See how many passengers we got. 134 making the trip down, so we'll start that boarding as well. And we'll go do the init press. Cool, so Air Baltic 2125, cost index is 6, cruise level 210. Let's go over this way. Block fuel we took was 5 tons, wasn't it? 5 tons of fuel. And we'll grab the 0 fuel weight in there as well. Alternate, we said, wasn't too dissimilar to our trip fuel. It's 1.2 tons to go in there. And we can also get the average wind as well. Negligible +1. +1. That can go in there. Tailwind of 1 knot. Nothing too exciting to go ahead there. Cool, so if we're going to have a look at this flight plan. If we grab the chart, we can see what we're going to do. Here they come. So there we are. It's pretty much a straight south routing out of Riga. This is the departure route. Just call you Lana, fair enough. I'll do that from now on. Yeah, pretty much straight south routing out. We're going to go via. Is it going to be 2 SAS? Oh, it's going to be that one. Let me just grab that flight plan 1 sec. We're going to do the EVRA 1 Fox. So yeah, we're going to go down by EVRA, not below flight level 160 there. So we're going to come out of here, straight down, and then we're going to make a right hand turn at Romeo Alpha 420, flight level 110, and flight level 140 and 16 down by EVRA. So that's cool. So let's go and get all that set up. And we're going to go out of runway 18, and we'll find the departure, EVRA 1 Fox. There it is. So we're going to pop that in. And at the moment, we've been given runway 19 down in Vilnius, which is ILS Zulu 19. We're going to go in by the Monument 2 Bravo. 2 Bravo. And that's going to go via. Let's have a quick look on the vias for this. By Gekby. Gekby is there, so we'll pop that in. And we'll insert that. So yeah, 158 miles. Flight plan reckons 159, so that's all what you'd expect. No discontinuities. And we're going we'll get a bit of lighting on the go. Cool. So let's just pop that onto the plan. We'll hit the constraints. QNH seriously high, 1040. Look at that. Wow, never seen it that high before. Slidex, can I see? Yes, I can see your chats. Let's have a look. So yeah, straight south after we expected down to here, flight level plus flight level 160. Baker game, buddy, welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Munrun, Gekby, that's the via for the arrival. Then straight is literally straight in, runway 19. We'll do that. And yeah, not going to be long. And there we go. APU is available, which is good. Let's go and have a look at the performance. Yeah, I remembered you, Lucas. Yes, I knew that was your Twitch username. Right, let's go and grab a bit of performance stuff. So we're in EVRA. And we're going off, we say runway 18. We'll get the METAR. 145 knots, 3 degrees, QNH 1040. Runway is dry, anti-ice, 3 degrees. We will put anti-ice on. Takeoff weight, which we need to get from in the McDo, in at page B. So we have 61.2. CG will be forward, and takeoff thrust will be flex, climb, and config 1+F, and aircon will be on. And there we go, config 1+F, 66 degree flex, 39, 41, and thrust reduction acceleration 1,031 feet, and engine out is 1,031 feet as well. Green dot being 210. You're going from Riga. Are you on the stand next to me then, Lucas? Is that you just here? You're in a Cessna side take. Oh, it's on the, you're in the CJ4. Cool. Gee, I thought about taking the CRJ, to be fair, and then it just wouldn't load up, so I've ended up going with this for now, which I do like anyway. So it's makes no difference. So 139 for V1. 139 is also VR. And 141 for V2. Flaps will be at 1, and the flex is going to be 66 degrees. So there we go. We've got clean speed 208. Our performance calculator said 210, so that's about right. And 1,031 feet is going to go in here for that. And also cost you the side for engine out acceleration as well. 1,031. Cool. So we've got flight plan is done. Performance is now done. Init A is done. Init B is done. And we've done the weight balance and the init press as well. So we're all pretty good. Oh, are you on VATSIM, Lucas? So I think all that's left to do now is to go and plan our pushback and have a look at which way we're going to taxi out of here. Runway 18. Let's have a look. So we can push straight back, more or less, and taxi all the way along Foxtrot to Golf 2 box things. It's going to be Golf 2. And then we can make full length of runway 18 on the way out. So let's get rid of that. We'll pre-plan this pushback. See, my V-pilot still won't work. I was hoping to use it again. I tried it the other day, and I get no sound either from ATIS or from any air traffic, which is very annoying. Ljubljana, yes, I really want to go there. That'll be we'll do that. We'll definitely do that soon, Lana. Definitely. I watched another streamer do one to Ljubljana. Was it not yesterday, the day before? And it looked really good. Right, so there's our pushback planned. So that is good. Passengers should be already on board now, I would have thought. Let's have a quick look. Where's it gone? This one. That's AOC. All passengers are on. We've got everything else sorted on there. Pushback is planned. So we'll go ahead and we'll close up the doors and we'll get ourselves going. There goes the jet bridge. And if we get these, we'll get these doors closed up. That one, cargo door, can be closed as well. And also the after one as well. And the catering can go away. That's closed, that's closed. This truck needs to get lost. He's leaving, so catering, bye-bye. There we go, he's off now. And we are good to go. We'll just get some more lights on so we can get that turned on. Beacon light can come on. Seatbelt sign, no smoke, should have been on to be fair. And let's have a look. Strobe light can be on. The rest of it, we all looking good. Just need the initial stop climb out of here, which is going to be not above flight level 6 to here. So initial stop will be 6,000 feet and then up to 160 or above. So let's put in, we'll try out the VNAV again on this. So if we put in our cruise level, it's only going to be 2-1, so we'll set 2-1. It's got alt constraint already, 6,000, which is good, so we know that's going to follow what we need it to do. And I think we can we'll get going. We'll just pick a wing seat for the pushback. We'll request pushback. So hopefully we'll have a tug. There he is. And we will make sure we got APU bleed on now and get some fuel tanks on. Bleed. Is that sorted? And we'll yeah, no, it looks really good, Ljubljana. I do like. Might be able to do that over the weekend. Hopefully, Saturday or Sunday we'll do that. Let's get the. We've got throttle cam on. Let's get the parking brake off. Parking brakes are released. And we can get rid of that now. And we'll go and start these. Ignition to norm, and we'll go with number 2. There it goes. There's N2. And our pushback tool now should be doing exactly what we wanted to do. And there goes engine number 2 starting up. Rather cool. Not that one. Where's the engine at? Look at that. There's the pushback tool doing its job. That's so much better than having to do it yourself. Right, well that's happening. Let's get predicted wind shear on. That can come on. Flight deck door actually should have been shut before that. There we go. 2,000, and there we go. That's available, so let's go with number 1. We'll start that clock actually as well.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Parking brake set. Parking brake set.
And we'll do a flight control check while we're here. So, elevators full up.
Okay, sir. Clear to
Full down. Neutral, ailerons are full right, full left, neutral and rudder will be full left, full right, and neutral as well. So that is all tickety-boo. Wait for that good start here, and then we'll get ourselves underway. The taxi light can come on. We'll just keep an eye out for this. There goes the clunk from the APU. Looks pretty cool actually. And there is Avail as well. So let's go to Vilnius. That can come off. We got that taxi light on. Everything else is good. And as we said, we're just going to taxi down here to the right full length for runway 18. We'll just go and set that back to engines. And we can actually, will arm the spoilers. Auto brake is now max as well. And we'll get going and we'll set the flaps as we travel out. Parking brakes off. And give it a bit of juice and away we go. There's always a car that wants to come towards you. No matter where you are, it wants to come and get in the way. He's not going to be too happy with his life in a second. Looks a very nice evening down here in Riga. Cool, let's set the flaps going to 1. And away we go. Like I said, it's not a very long flight. We are going to do the return trip as well. It's only going to take about 35 minutes on the way down, and obviously we'll do the return again back because, well, we can, pretty much. Auto brake again. The issue with auto brake will not stay at max. There it is. Cabin. Is ready. And we'll do the takeoff config check as well. There it is. Let's just hope we are heading the right direction. If not, I've made a big mistake. Yeah, we are. And at least tonight we also have some sound as well. For some reason, when we streamed on Tuesday night, was it? There was no sound from the sim. I'm not sure why that was. I booted it up on Wednesday just to have a look, see what the issue was, and the sound was back. So it was rather strange. But thank goodness tonight it's not causing us too many issues. FPF seems good as well. Which is always a bonus. Right, let's we'll come to a halt. Just there. And right, takeoff config check. Green needs to be. Come on. There we go. 1,000 clicks later on. Right, landing lights can come on. That can go to taxi. That can come on as well. And I think we are nothing on the approach. Either way, we'll go and get lined up. We are going to try VNAV. All the stuff is coded in the MCDU, so hopefully I've set flight level 210 as the cruise, and it should just take us up as we meet the restrictions on the SID, which is rather cool. All right, we'll just stop there a second. TCAS needs to be TAR, right? There it is, all set. So we have V speeds 139, 141, climb nav 1FD2, 6000 magenta, and we've got QNH 1040, auto brake max, signs are on. Cabin's been advised, spoilers are on, flaps are at config 1+F, takeoff config's normal, and EK memos takeoff no blue. So we'll go and set 50% N1. There it is, 2 clicks forward. Manflex 66 SRS runway. Auto thrust is armed and blue. Let's go to Vilnius. There is 100 knots. There's V1 and rotate. And up we go. It's a positive climb, the key is coming up. Look at the moon. How cool does that look? Let's leave a climb. Thrust climb nav, 6000 magenta, as we do have 21,000 set. And it's hopefully going to just climb us up these restrictions on the way out. Also, 210 speed limit as well, just after the S speed. We should halt at 210 round this first left-hand turn. After that, you can see we'll go back to 250 knots from there. So there's the S speed. We'll retract the flaps. We'll hold at 210 for this first turn. We may as well have a look outside for the turn. There it is. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, let's just nip back in the flight deck. I'm going to get rid of the throttle cam so you can see more stuff. Lucas, you had a beautiful sunset at Vilnius, did you? It looks nice up here as well, to be honest with you. Oh, not that one. We'll pull standard. There you go. Speed, alt constraint star. It's going to capture flight level 60 for now as we make our way up. Which is going to be, as it got not above flight level 60 there. It should, once we get to this waypoint, then increase our climb all the way up to our cruise after that, because there is no further restrictions. Let's get that away. And there, look at that. Stunning stuff. There is the Earth shadow as well. I'm just going to whiz that out a bit. So we'll see. Let's just see if this actually does what it's supposed to do once we get to this point. Romeo Alpha 402 should be where we then start our climb out. Bear in mind, we got 31 minutes roughly of this flight left. We will then have to start looking at the arrival very soon. But guys, welcome along wherever you're watching on YouTube, Twitch or Trovo. Welcome along to this Air Baltic flight from Riga down to Vilnius in Lithuania. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button if you are enjoying what's going on. And subscribe if you haven't done so already, to get notified of whenever we are live next. It's normally 4 or 5 times a week. And we do some interesting and rather dodgy stuff as well. I mean dodgy stuff, I mean flying. If you ever see me try to fly the CRJ, then you'll know what I mean by dodgy. Which we will bring out in a stream sometime over the weekend to have another fly. So there we are, we're 4 miles from this waypoint now. And I reckon if we dim the sim and get a bit of music on for this flight. What we're going to listen to. Something. Let's have put that on. But yeah, let's have a look at our livery. Look at that. Such a sleek livery. I do like the Air Baltic livery. It's very nice. Pretty cool. And with the moon as well. To be fair, it's not a bad evening up here in Newcastle either. There we go. There is. We're past that point and we're climbing up. Passenger mode. Lucas, how do you mean? This way? There you go. I did actually mean to enable developer mode so we can get a replay on tonight. I might do that shortly. Last time I had developer mode on, it crashed the sim every time I had it on, so I'm reluctant to enable that developer mode. But the replay would be rather nice. We can see how bad the landing actually is. Right, as I mentioned, it's not a very long flight, so I'm going to go and quickly jump back in the flight deck a minute, and we're just going to put the top of descent in out the way. That way we won't miss. Well, we hopefully won't miss it. So if we just grab the charts a minute, you can see there we are. That's the departure route that we're doing. Obviously, flight level 210 for the cruise, and we're going to come in via. Actually, what we're coming in via, I've forgotten. Let's have a look. The Muro 2 Bravo. That's what we're doing. So we're going to come in Muron. And not below flight level 90 here. And also not below 4,000 feet at Gegby. The platform altitude into here is going to be... So Victor India 412 is 3,000 feet. Then down to 2,700 feet, which is a mandatory restriction. Before we get the glide. 6.3 miles from India Bravo Kilo, which will be the... I'm assuming the ILS DME, which it is. So, let's have a look. So, Victor India 403 is flight level 90. So, Victor India 403 will be the first fix. That's flight level 90. It's not going to take much for us to get down there. So, if I put in... And that's... we'll go down to... Come on, there we go. There, see, 38 miles, not far, which will be top of descent. And we'll put in Echo, if the mouse will work, Echo Yankee Victor India. We're coming in runway 19, I believe. Is it 19? Yes, 19. 19. Should be straight in, but we'll put in the extended descent line as well. Just to... be on the safe side in case we muck it up. Well, 19, pretty much going to be north, 014 for that radius on there. I can go back to there and you should be able to see there's our top of descent, there's the extended descent line. So top of descent really, guys, in about 50 miles from now. Really quick flight. To be honest, when I made the flight plan, I didn't realise it was actually going to be that quick. Otherwise I would have gone from somewhere else, but I've got to get up at daft o'clock tomorrow to go to work, so I thought 2 little sector flight, not too far, maybe about a 2-hour stream, hour and a half, something like that. It'll be quite nice, and we can always come back and revisit Vilnius and Riga again at some point in the future. Could even take the CRJ out as well, which would be quite cool. Going to close up 1 or 2 things on here. So yeah, top of drop, really not far, is it? Not far at all. That might be a smidge too bright. And so will that. So yeah, we're going to reach off. There's 19 for 2-1. And what we'll do, let's have a quick look at the updated weather down in Vilnius. So winds are still light. It's kind of a southeasterly wind, 1204 knots. Cav okay, so there's no cloud knocking around, and 1 degree and 1040 for the QNH. It should be standard. Get those off as I've forgotten. And that, and we best let the passengers out for the brief moment or two they're going to get to wander around. Looks pretty cool. Actually, I think was it number 8? Not that one. That one, I do like that view, and also this view if you were in the flight deck. That looks pretty good. And there we are, speed alt cruise. Obviously not, we're not going that fast tonight. 0.64. Maybe we could just pull that and just go a little bit faster, I guess. Just for laugh. Let's get up to 0.7. 0, that'll do. And it wants destination data already. I'm not surprised. Progress. We're going to put in. We'll put in that waypoint that we mentioned earlier on. Victor India 403. Can go in there. Yeah, 66 miles away. Cool. So QNH. I still can't get over how high it is. 1040. Temperature was 1 degree. Wind was 120 at 4 knots. I can go in. And let's get the barrel ref off these charts. So Katsy Airport 923. So what is the airport elevation in Vilnius then? 649. Transition altitude 5,000 feet, so we'll leave 6,000 in. 6,000 being the last flight level. The rest will be on the local QNH of 1040. So I wonder what it is actually if I look at the QNH where I am. So if I grab my phone, let's go and check out aero weather for a second. I didn't realise it was that high actually. See, where is it on? So QNH where I live is 1030. Oh, cool. So it is quite high. There's a bit of traffic off to our left-hand side descendant. 1,200 feet below us there. See, where's the other? There we go. I do like seeing the wing on the engine as well. Pretty good. There we are. So for purposes of where we are here, and we're going to here. So well into Lithuanian airspace now. About 15 minutes before we make an arrival. There's that topper drop now coming in very quick. less than 10 miles. So we're coming down to flight level 90. There it is. That is set. Yo, James, buddy, mate. How's it going? How's your day been, mate? So you joined us just for a couple of quick hops tonight. This flight time is only about 31 minutes each way, so it's not too long of a stream tonight because I've got to be up at daft o'clock for work tomorrow, unfortunately. That is 2.5 miles. We'll try and make sure we make that restriction in a minute. Just go back to manage speed now for the descent. And we'll start that. So now, so there we are, flight level 90 set. And down we go. Down we go. No, dude, it's fine. I drive for Uber. I am an Uber driver. Other ride-hailing apps are available, obviously, but yeah, Uber is who I drive for. I've been a cab driver for, cab driving now for 12 years. Long time. So if you're ever in and around Newcastle, Sunderland, Durham, wherever you might be, that's where I might be, and you do need an Uber, then you may get me. You never know. Oh, you used to Uber Eats. Cool. No, to be honest, I love being a cab driver, to be fair. I think it's an awesome job. I get to drive every day and go different places, meet different people, and just generally, you know, kind of get out and about. It was kind of the next best thing to being a pilot. I still get to transport passengers around, but it's just on the road instead. So, right, we need to lose 9,000 feet. 9.3 to 27. We need 27 miles from this waypoint we got. We have bang on 27 miles. So, if we stay at 2,100 feet, that'll be good. We got a restriction of 250 knots also here as well. And we can also go and check whether the ILS has got an ident. 109.1, and it should be India Bravo Kilo. Have a look. India Bravo Kilo 109.1. So we have that tuned up, which is good stuff. And just for any reason, the missed approach will be, so if we muck up, we need to go around. We'll climb on 194 degrees, so we'll pull the heading. Thrust leaders forward, go to Toga, go around. 194 degrees to Victor India 415 to 2,700 feet. Then it's a left turn, maximum 210 knots, direct to waypoint Victor India 413 to mandatory 5,000 feet. Then we'll track 011 degrees to Victor India 407. Then track again 312 degrees to Eskom to 5,000 feet to the hold at Eskom and that's 230 knots maximum in that hold. So yeah. Should we cock up? That's what we're going to do. But I never fancied Metro. No, not really. Not really. So after this waypoint, we're just going to make sure that we're down at 4,000 feet by the by Gekby. That's pretty much our only restriction really after that. So from here, 9,000 feet to 4,000 feet is 5, so we need 15 miles, and we have 20 miles. So 5 miles, yeah, 15 miles from Gekby is where we'll start the next part of that descent, which will be, forgot to start that again. There we go. So we'll do this when we land. I'll take a 5-minute break, knock up the new flight plan for the return, and then we'll get going back to Riga. So with that in mind, then I reckon we can go in here now. We'll put in the airport, Echo Yankee Victor India, runway 19. See how far we got left. 41 miles left to run. So I reckon we'll just we'll VS this a little bit. Just keep that at 8,000 feet per minute for now. It's when that speed comes off, back to 250 knots. And that way, we'll make that restriction at 250 knots, and then we got Gekby. Like I said, just need to be at 4,000 feet there. So 15 miles from Gekby, we'll start that further descent. Yeah, there's 250 knots. Yes, buddy, A32NX, we are indeed. Here it is in all of its glory. Air Baltic. We'll get some lights on, ready, seatbelt sign, come on. That to there, and we'll get that on as well. So when we arrive, let's look, what's the runway length down here? Is it a big runway? 2,515 meters. And we can vacate, when we come in 19, we can vacate at Delta, hopefully. If not Echo, failing that. And we'll come in to try and park on this little pier bit just here. That's the idea. So yeah, ideal, we'll vacate to the right on Delta. We'll have medium auto brake, I reckon, so we can get off there. So Gekby, 15 miles, let's get down to 4,000 feet. Just sort that out. And probably should, yeah, 31 miles. We will, 230 knots there, let's come back and activate the approach phase. That'll help out there. We're going to go back to our green dot. But what we'll do is we'll pull 230 knots. Which is there for now. And then once we get to Gekby, we'll go back to manage speed. And that should help us out. In a bit. I wonder if we can see 31 miles away, clear night. The airport is over here. I'm assuming where this aircraft's going to, the airport is, yeah, it must be over this way. So 26 miles, we should get a ILS ident now. There it is, 26. We'll get lock approach mode on, we'll get AP2 on as well. $11 miles to go. We got 4,000 feet, 4,3 to 12. So yeah, we're pretty much spot on for that 4,000 feet at Gekby. All looking good. There we are. There's a glide slope. Saying hello. $5 miles. What, 2,000 feet? We need 6 miles ideally, but that's not going to be too much of an issue after that. So once we get there, a little bit of a drop down before that. So 4112 is 3,000 feet, then down to 27 before 6.3 miles. We'll go back on the QNH, which is 10. 1039 now, 1040. There we go. That's better. So we'll just keep that. Oh no! I thought that had crashed then for a minute. Keep that coming down to 3,000 feet. So we'll go back to managed speed now, and we'll have a bit of speed brake out just to help with that descent. Nothing wrong with a bit of speed brake. Cool. Now we should get lock star any second now. Cole Slushy, are you using joystick? I'm using the Airbus, the Thrustmaster Airbus side stick. And I've also got the, if I can find the right button to show you. There you go. There's throttle cam as well. So I have the side stick and the throttle quadrants. There's runway. So get rid of the speed brakes now. We're good enough for that. Let's go and arm some arm the spoilers. There's lock start. Course, yes, it is. I bought them. It was when they first came out. There, I bought them individually. So I bought the side stick first. Then I got the two throttle. Got the throttle quadrant, and then added the flaps and speed brakes on after that. So it's 2,700 is the next bit. There it is. Actually, still a bit of speed brake, I think, just for now. 10 miles out, we'll have flap 1. There it is. Glide slope is hovering just there, which is cool. Wind 11 knots, just off the left of the nose. Call Slushy, it's well worth buying. If you are going to buy it, then yeah, well worth grabbing it. Let's we will adios the music. We'll turn the sim volume up. There we are. And we'll get ready for this arrival. There we are. So 2,700. Speed brake can now officially go away. Spoilers are armed. We'll have flap 2. And I've lost a shoe. Where's it gone? There it is. And there's 2,700. Just bang on that restriction. We'll ding the cabin. We'll actually, what sign's not on? That one? What's it not happy with? There we go. Surely everything else is on. Right, well, it's all on. We'll have flap 3. There is glide slope start. Gear can come down. And flap full. There we go. Call Slushy, cheers, buddy. I mean, I only started it, what, maybe 6 months ago, to be fair. I did it as fun. I just enjoy flying after work. It's pretty cool. 2,700, which is white, which is the go-around altitude, which we know about. Gears down, signs are on, cabins are advised, spoilers are armed, we've got auto brake medium, flaps are full, ecam memos, landing no blue. And we have 2 whites, 2 reds on the pappies as well. Awesome stuff. One last quick look out the window at this arrival in. Look at that, man. Look at that. Lucas, here you go, buddy. This is for you. We're going to land into your home airport now. Wind still 11 knots, left-hand side a little bit. Maybe a little bit of right boot when we get down. And the autopilot comes off shortly. But yeah, flight time 37 minutes from when we push back. We'll get on the ground. We'll, 1,000 feet, checked and stable. We'll get on the ground. I'll take a quick 5-minute break, knock up another flight plan, and
1,000.
We'll head off and do the return flight. And one last check of these charts. We are going to quickly, if it'll load, come on. There we are. Vacate off Delta to the right as we land. So, I think everything else is good. We're just going to get on the deck and not break any of the aircraft.
500.
Ah, naff off. Where's the airport gone? Oh, what's happened there?
100 above.
Any idea where the airport's gone?
300.
It's got no lights. What the hell? Haha. There you go. How good is that? Crash the desktop. Perfect. Just what you want. Everything's evaporated. Coal, slushy, it's all gone to pot. Let's try again. The one good thing is we do have Volanta. And we should also have, yes, we've got a load of flight, so we can. It has got autosave. So what we're going to do is, I'll quickly load up on the ground in Riga, and we'll get Volanta to load us back up into the approach. Can you believe that's the first crash to desktop I've had in months? Now the sim doesn't you want to load up? Well. What were you saying, Call Slushy, about my setup and quality? You may just jinx that one. Here it comes. Right, I'll pop you in the Be Right Back screen. I'm going to knock up another flight plan when this loads up. We'll come on. We'll get ourselves on the ground in Vilnius. Hopefully grab Volanta for its autosave, and we'll try that approach again. So if you give me just a couple of seconds when this boots up, guys, and we'll give it another whirl. Right then, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to go to Vilnius. I'm just going to load it on the runway now, and then we'll use Volanta to do its auto save stuff, and hopefully we'll get the approach in. That's the idea. Anyway. At least the sim decided to start back up again. That's the main thing. And Volanta had an auto save. When did it have one? Let's have a look. Load of flight. It had us down at 7,000 feet as the last one, so that's pretty good. So at least we can we can crack on from there. 250 knots at 7,000 feet. There we are. Let's just load that up and see where we get to. So if I remember correctly, when we start an autosave flight from Volanta, we got no autopilot in, no auto thrust in either. So we'll be quick on with those. We'll put those back there. Landing gear can go back up. Make sure nothing else has really changed. Engines are on. That's all tickety-boo. So hopefully, here we go. Let's try again. Right. Autopilot. TCAS, oh crikey. Autopilot's in, auto thrust is in. We'll go back to nav. Levers are in climb, which is good. That can go away. And we have no, oh, even the rat's out. Oh, jeez. What's up? This is all good stuff. Q&H. Right, 1040. Holy moly. It's a very quick setup. Init request very quickly before we have a problem. Good stuff. Flight plan. Into Vilnius. Arrival. ILS Yankee Zulu 19. To Bravo. Via Gekby. Insert that. Right, so where are we? Back into nav. Speed 250 knots for now. Q&H back on to standard. We're 7,000 feet. This could be where the hell are we going here? Alright, let's have a look. Right, cool, there's Gekby. It should be coming down to 4,000 feet. Set that. We are going direct. Holy moly. Gekby, that'll do. Get in there. That should sort that out. Perfect. Where's Gekby? It's 2 miles away. Right, speed brakes out. Just wind up that speed. Just get us down quicker. And we will try again. Perf. I'm going to activate that. Ready. Q&H 1040. Oh, not that much. 40. Temperature was 1. Winds 120. 4 knots. 923 for the barrel ref. Right, done. We are flying. We are doing that. Just get that down. Right, let's go back to manage speed. Ah, mouse, what are you doing? Holy guacamole. Right. ILS. Ident. AP2. Lock. Approach. AP2. Manage speed all the way back now. Green dot. And let's try that again. We're 11 miles out. 4,000 feet. Slowing down. No worries, call Slushy. We're going to try this again. So there's the runway. We've got it inside. We need to get down quick before the we can get any flaps out. That'll be the exciting bit. So this is going to be a very rushed kind of approach. I reckon there's glide slope star. And we are coming down. We've got the speed brakes out. Thrust idle. We can get our first bit of flappage. 230 knots. Once we get below that, let's get get slowed down. This is not going to be a very stable approach. I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, I think we may have to just rejig this arrival a little bit. Come on, 230 knots. We're not going to get the flaps out in time, I don't think. It's going to be the issue with that auto save. Was a little bit rushed. Right, there's 230 knots. Now, come on. Right, there's 230 knots. First bit of flap out. Gear down for a bit of drag. We still might do it. 220 knots. We can get 215. We can get out. Next bit of flaps. This will be a hell of a landing if we do get this right. Right, 215. It says 215 is flaps 2. 200 knots. Right. There we go. Flap 2. That can go away. That can be armed. This could be good fun. I think we might just get this 180 knots, 185 for flap 3. We now have a stable approach. Pretty much that was rather rushed altogether, that wasn't it? And flat full below 177. So we are stable now for this attempt again. Here we go. Fingers crossed it isn't anything to do with the scenery around here that caused that issue. If it was, then it may be a bit more of a problem than we thought, but we are slowing down quite nicely. 3 miles left to go, 1,000 feet, more or less. 2 whites, 2 reds on the pappies. So we could get this arrival yet. Hopefully.
1,000.
And there we are, back at our VAP, 1,000 feet, and our approach is now relatively stable. So let's go again.
1,000.
Let's go again. This will be the first time down to Vilnius for me on a stream, or indeed just flying it offline. So we should be good here, hopefully. We've definitely got lower this time than last time, which is good. Wind
500.
6 knots just off the left. Landing gears down, signs on, cabins advised, spoilers armed, flaps are full, ECA memos, landing no blue.
100 above.
100 above.
300.
Autopilot's out.
Minimum.
Minimums continue. Just a little bit of right rudder for that 5 knot crosswind now. Keep it coming down. There we go. Looks pretty good. 100 feet.
50. 40.
There's the
30,
flare.
20. Retard.
Oh, float.
5.
There we are, reverses. And we got spoilers as well. Guys, welcome down to Vilnius in Latvia. I don't think that landing rate was anything to be too impressed by, but it was a bit of a rushed approach that time, unfortunately. But yeah, it didn't seem to be too bad of a landing. Don't think 425 was anywhere near correct, but let's just go and stop here. We didn't in the end get our landing lights back on, but I think for what we had wasn't too bad. I won't have those on for now. We'll start the APU. But yeah, there we are. We did get down in some sort of fashion. Where are we at? Delta, as we thought. Good stuff. So we're going to taxi to the right, Foxtrot, and then into this into that stand over there. Pretty much, I think, where this plane is ahead. So let's go and get going, and we'll see what happens from there. Calls to I've never had any bugs with the captain set at all. Or with mine anyway. It's only ever been the sim that's caused an issue. Only have the sim. So this is Lima. We'll keep going straight ahead. The flaps have been retracted, speed brakes disarmed. And there you are. This is freeware scenery for Vilnius from flightsim.to, which, to be fair, is very nice for freeware scenery. Very nice. We'll go and find a nice little parking stand, and like I said, we'll get set up straight away, and we'll go back to Riga. In fact, we're going to take stand 50 straight ahead. I think is going to be the plan. 50. There it is. So do you guys want a nighttime flight back, or do you want to move the time a bit further back and have like a sunset arrival into back into Riga? There we are. We'll set the parking brake. We'll get these lights turned out. APU is available. We'll turn engine 2 off, engine 1 off. I'm not entirely sure why the rat is out. That is what concerned me about that. But let's have a quick look outside, see if we can see it. Because if that's out, then we might have a bit of an issue. I don't actually think it's modelled in this, but it's definitely not hanging out anywhere. Oh no, is that it there? No, I don't think so. Because if that was the case, we may have to restart that. But anyway, there we are. Let's get the passengers off. If we turn that back on. You want sunset call, so cool. We'll wind it back a little bit then. Don't know why the rat is out. Very interesting. Clear all of that stuff. And yeah, anyway, at least we made it down to Riga. Sorry, down to Vilnius. That's the main thing. Let's go and get this jet bridge. Baggage, external power, and we'll get that going as well. Now we are there. Cool. Looks pretty swish, to be fair. There we go. That's a bit better. But yeah, there is no extended rat on there, is there? So we should be good to we'll be good to go straight away. So right, let's go and get the flight plan sorted out while they the passengers there disembark. We'll have a look at Valanta, see what that's. I don't think our landing rate was that hard. Pretty sure it wasn't. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe it was. You can see where we crashed. This is our descent. It was nicely there. Then the sim crashed. Then we started back up here, and then we came back down again. But yeah, minus 428. Definitely a bit harsh. Definitely a bit harsh, but it is what it is. Compared to some of the other ones that we've done recently. Anyway, right, that's that. Let's get. Yes, I got the SciTech Pro rudder pedals, Slushy. If you do want to see that, my current setup is. If chatbot's awake, there you go. It should come up in a minute for you in there. Right, let's grab sim brief. And let's do this return trip. Let's have a new flight. We'll be BTI as usual. 21:26 on the way back. We're going to leave Echo Yankee Victor India and go back to EVRA. There it is. Fly-by-wire Neo. Does that look about right? Straight up. 177 miles. We're going to be generate that. That'll do. There it is. There's our flight plan, all sorted. So let's go and nip back down here and get it all set up again, ready to head off. Valid air rack, Atsu, AOC, in it press, and we'll grab that now. Hopefully from SimBrief. There is 36-minute flying time, and we'll go back and we'll get the payload in as well. 151 passengers on the way up. And just for this, we'll grab that. There it is. Just grab that and we'll see what fuel we need on the way up. 5.3 tons. So let's just take 5.8. Should do the trick. Good stuff. So we've got the fuel in, we've got the passengers on, with the flight plans loaded up. Weather's not changed down here. It's now 0 degrees. Wind is 5 knots. Pressure's gone up 1,041, and it's 3 degrees back up in Riga. So let's go and grab the new init request, and we'll do that. And hopefully we'll have no further issues. Fingers crossed. Flight level 280 for the cruise. And we'll go over here. The fuel we've taken is 5.8 tons. And we'll get the block fuel in as well. Our alternate airport, what is that going to be? Alternate looks like it's going to be Helsinki, which is 1.9 tons. 1.9 can go in there. And we'll get the wind, which is +3. Cool. That can go in. That can go in there. And while we're doing that, let's just do that again. May as well have a bit of music when we set up. So we've done that. Let's go and have a look at this flight plan then. So from Vilnius, I'm going to reload it in the chart as well. New flight, sim brief. There it is. We're going to go off runway 19, the runway we just landed on. 19, and we're going to do the Mullen 1 Bravo departure. There it is. We'll insert that at the minute into Riga, runway 18, and the Air 1 Romeo. 1 Romeo, and that's going to take us via. Literally going to go via Tuk. I would have thought via Tuk. Not via Tuk. It's going to go via Axi, I think. Right, we'll do no vias, and we'll vector ourselves in. I think that's going to be a simple way of doing that. Let's do the performance. Cool, right, performance time. So we are down in Vilnius, which is, like I say, Echo Yankee Victor India. We'll grab that. Runway 19 for departure, and this should load in the weather. 0 degrees, anti-ice will be on. QNH 1041, takeoff weight is going to be in it. Let's have a look. 63.8 tons. Not that one. 63.8. Takeoff center of gravity is going to be forward. Takeoff thrust will be flex. Config 1+F. Aircon we can have on. And phew, there we go. Flex is 63 degrees. 35, 35, 37. And limitation is takeoff weight, obviously. Thrust reduction acceleration 1646. 1646 for engine out. Green dot 215. So we can go and put all of that in. It's got green dot 213. We'll take that. And 79 tons is our maximum takeoff weight for this performance. So it's a 63 degree flex with flap 1. And we got 35, 35. 135. And V2 is 137. And that is that sorted out. Cool. Right, so performance is done. The init A is done. Init B is done. Flight plan is done. We will, however, just skip through the flight plan, make sure it looks half decent. There we go. We're going to pop out and head towards north. North all the way. and it probably will be the RNAV star in, up and around. Actually, that looks half decent, to be fair. Doesn't look bad at all. Acnes, and then final fix, and straight into 1.8. We'll, I think we'll take that. That looks good. We'll put that back. We'll put that back to arc. That to 10 miles. Constraint one. ILS can go off. We'll redo the QNH. Is now 104. I'm sure it said 1041, didn't it? QNH now is at 1041. Let's just increase that a sec. 1041. My mouse is not happy tonight either. There we go. That is it's 3 AM for you. Wow. No worries, buddy. I think at 3 AM I think you need to go to sleep. But I know I do stream 4 or 5 times a week, Call Slushy, so no doubt you'll be able to catch me on another one at some point. Because for me it's only 7 PM for me, so we'll catch you in another one, Slushy, no doubt. Let's have a look at the departure. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of that. This one. Just pin that second. What's the initial climb out? Past 2000 Vilnius approach. 3000. There's nothing nothing on there. We've got a restriction for this departure out, so we'll pop in. Let's just pop in flight level 100 for now, and that should satisfy that. And as far as I'm concerned, I think we will just I was going to say bring the weather back, but I don't know where that's got either now either. Clearly I can't adjust the weather either, so we will be flying back as the time is now. So, anyway. I'll just grab the charts for the taxi out. Open charts, taxi, airport brief. Not that one, airport info. There it is. So it's going to be a taxi just over to here, not far to go. So, Foxtrot 7 to Zulu. And that'll be for runway 19. Let's go and plan that pushback. Just going to double check. Oh, whoopsie. Right. So again, straight back, push back, I reckon. Straight back. Then we can taxi ourselves out after that. Let's have a look. See if we can get this onto these lines. Somewhere like that. And then back to there. Then we can make that right hand turn out. That'll do. Let's push back. Let's request a tug. Oh, fire engine on the move. He knows that we're going to be going somewhere. Where's he off to? What is on fire? Nothing's on fire, hopefully. Right, jetway can go away. And we will close the cargo aft. And they're all closed up. Perfect. Yo, Lucas, did you miss the arrival into Vilnius in the end? Right, cool. So, we're all closed up. We're ready to go. Let's go and start some engines and other stuff. Let's get rid of that. There we go. We're now on the way. We've got the bleed on. Everything else is on. Let's go and get engine number 2 going. There it is. Well, to be fair, Lucas, there is 2 arrivals because the first one, the sim crashed on the way in. So we did start it again. So if you watch it back in the VODs, then you'll be able to be able to see that, hopefully. There goes engine number 2. Unknown Finnish pilot, welcome, buddy. You got this airport to download. I haven't updated to the newest version yet. Let's have a quick look at me. I don't think I have updated it, to be honest with you. I wonder if that's why my sim crashed on the way in. Could be a possibility. Alright, there we go. That is engine number 2 on the way. What else we need to do? Let's may as well arm those speed brakes. Ignore why it says rat out. I'm not entirely sure why that even says that. It's not out. That's because I used the Volanta autosave to redo the arrival. Right, there we are. Engine number 1 can go as well. Yeah, there you go, Lucas. It is. It's about 30. What was it? 30 minutes, roughly. It was just a quick stream tonight, finished by because I've got to get up at 5 AM to go to work tomorrow. So I fancied the flight, but I didn't want to be streaming for too long tonight. But I did want to stream, so I thought, well, it's what's happened here? It's a nice little 2-sector flight. We get a stream away. I get to have a little fly as well. And, yeah. I'm not going to be up ridiculously late for getting up at 5 AM tomorrow to go to work. So, we've got auto brake max. The spoilers are definitely armed. Seatbelt signs are on. No smoking signs are on. Wait for that engine number 1. And we'll just make sure that our flight controls work after that earlier on. So we have full up, full down, neutral, full right, full left, neutral, and we'll just double check the rudder pedals to make sure that that sim crash hasn't mucked them up. Full left, full right, and also neutral, which is good. And we should have a good engine start on there as well, so we'll get that off. Let's get rid of that. That can come on. That can come on. We can get taxi lights on. And the idea is we're going to turn right. I think, is that what we're going to do? Just double check. So where we are, yeah, we're going to turn right and then all the way down to Zulu. Let's get ourselves going. Parking brakes off. That can go back to ignition. Back to norm even, and let's just go straight out to the right. So if I can remember rightly what we're going to do, I don't know whether it was that or not. Finnish pilot, I'm not sure. Could have been. But what happened was on the way in, it was... Where are we going here? Let me just double check. Am I going to turn right here and go out? No, we're going to go straight ahead. Straight ahead. On the way in, I got an error that said that my bandwidth was too low. The airport and all of the scenery disappeared, and then the sim crashed. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Could have been anything. But then I loaded back up via the Volanta autosave, and it worked fine. So literally straight ahead, I reckon. This should take us to Foxtrot 6. And if we make a left turn in a sec, there's that fire engine with its lights on again. I'm not sure what we've done. Nothing that we've done, I don't think. Nothing that we've done. Nothing. So, yeah, that fire engine's off somewhere. So we are looking for Zulu. Should be this right, I think. If not, I'm taking us for a trip around this airport anyway. Yeah, there it is. There's the runway there. Your Nordic base got a yeah, I don't know. It's literally, I don't know what happened. Was the stream never dropped out, so it can't have been an internet issue. But yeah, literally, it said I had too low bandwidth. All the scenery went. The airport disappeared, and it just said, "Nah, not going to do it," and then just crashed. Right, anyway, let's we'll hold here a second, just do our other bits and bobs. That can come on, that can go on, that can go on as well, so can that. What else we need to do? We will do the cabin and takeoff config check. It is normal. Auto brake again will not stay at max for some reason. Where have I twisted to? There it is. But I think that we're good to go. So yeah, cruising flight level 280 on the way back, and we'll try not to have any more sim issues. Let's do we'll do a roll and start, I reckon. V speeds 135, 137, climb nav 1 FD2, autopilot, auto thrust is set, auto brake max, cabin's ready. We have 50% N on the N1, flaps are in config 1 plus F, ECAM MOs take off, no blue, there's 50%. And we got Manflex 63 SRS runway. If that was straighten up, that'd be better. There we go. Perfect. A well dodgy flying stream tonight, this is. There's 120 knots. There's V1 and rotate, up we go. So with a bit of right rudder. The positive climb, the gear is going up. As we say, tatty bye to Vilnius. Where's that other view at? There it is. Something like that anyway. Let's leave a climb. Thrust climb, climb nav. And we could dim these screens a bit, that's a bit better. We've got 10,000 set. There's no initial restriction of any height. And let me just quickly, while we do that, we'll just quickly update this overlay. And we'll change that as well. Cool, there we go. Should sort that out. Throttle cam can disappear for a moment. There's a yes speed. Flaps retracted, so can the spoilers can be disarmed as well. And we've got a nice little turn here on the way out. Oh, not that one. It's quite a nice view, is that? I do like that from the top of the left wing. Awesome. Anyway, let's nip back to there. QNH, we will pull standard now. That is still can't get over how high the QNH is. 1040 at the minute down in the Baltic states. Very high pressure. So I reckon we may as well just go straight up to our cruise level, 280. There's no other restriction. 280 set. Same in Finland, 10. Yeah, that's where I live as well. It's 1029 here in the UK as well. Oh, 39. Holy moly. Yeah, where I am is 10. It's 1029 where I am. But yeah, really high, isn't it? Really high. Has the weather been quite nice then? Right, there's 10,000 feet. We can clean up a little bit. They can come off. That can come off. That can come off as well. Seatbelt signs come off. Yeah, I mean it's been like that here as well. We've had no clouds. It's been a bit windy today, but apart from that, it's there's been no clouds or anything. It's been nice and sunny. But yeah, I'm just quite surprised on how high that pressure actually is. To be fair, it's very high. In fact, I can't even recall seeing it that high before anywhere. You did a visual approach back from Bergen to Helsinki. Oh, nice. I did when was it? A couple of streams back. Don't know if you saw it or you've seen it. Let me grab it. Into the Shetland Islands, we went up to Sumbra. And that was... where's it gone? That one? Perhaps. Let me just mute that a sec. Just make sure I've got the right one. I did a... No, that's not it. Let's have a quick look. Where's it gone? Yeah, Sumbra was an awesome flight. We did the RMP arrival. RMP into Sumbra. But the track FPA was quite good. Where is this arrival? If I can just grab it here. Here it is. So yeah, this is what I did a couple of, when was this? About 10 days ago now. 3 degree on the FPA, and this was an awesome approach actually. There it is. The bird is on. Pulled 3 degrees. Oh, whoops. But the approach in there was absolutely was awesome. There was autopilot's off now. I'm fine. Took the autopilot off at the minimums, obviously, because it's a non-position approach, and just flew it in straight over that, straight over the water and in. It was it's only got a 1,500 meter long runway as well, which is quite cool. And down we got down. That was one of the nicer arrivals that we've done recently. Pretty cool. Let's go jump back in this flight deck here. There we go. Right, anyway, I think we probably should have a quick look at the arrival into where we're going back into Riga. So not above flight level 130 at EYVRA, and then 3,500 by something like that. I can't even pronounce that, to be fair. Not below 7,000 feet at EVRA, and then 3,500 feet up here. So we'll put that down as 13, flight level 130 down here in EYVRA even. Put that in. Flight level 130. If we actually get to our cruise. 28. And then down to 47 miles and do the trick. I can go in. Holy moly, I don't even think we're going to reach our cruise level before that even happens. And then Everett. And it's going to be runway, what's it going to be? Runway something, to the runway 18. 18 can go in, and we'll do the reciprocal. Reciprocal of 18. Obviously, it's going to be 358. Cool. Extended centre line, and we've got a topper drop marker as well, which is in just over 30 miles time. Excellent stuff. Still not quite dark, is it, over that way? I'd have thought heading towards the north, there you go, towards the north, the sun's just still showing a little bit of light. I do like living in kind of northern Europe where the summer nights get a bit longer. Ooh, Newcastle playing tonight, I forgot about that. So for those of you who don't know, I mean most of you, well, I live in Newcastle and I'm a big Newcastle United fan, and obviously they're playing Everton. The kick-off in 5 minutes time. So I'm hoping for another nice win for the Black and White Army tonight. That'll be quite good stuff. Be happy with that. So anyway, we'll have a quick look at that arrival one last time now, because we are getting close to topper drop, like I said. We'll just nip down here a sec. So, EYVRA is going to be not above flight level 130, but not below flight level 100. Then after that, we're down to flight level 90. So, actually, 130 to 90, that's 4,000 feet, 3 to 12 miles. So we haven't got enough. So it's not below, so we're going to come down. We're going to keep coming down 9085, and then not below 7,000. I mean, we could have just planned to be at 3,500 by this point, really, to be fair, and that would have worked out quite well. But we'll make sure we're below flight level 130 for this waypoint, and then we can use VS all the way down to 3,500 feet. There we are. There's speed out star. We just made our cruise level for how long? Well, 15 miles we've made it up to our cruise level. And we are coming down at flight level 130 now. Day's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. What we're going to do tomorrow, we can do... I'm thinking we haven't been to... Trying to think where we haven't been to for quite a while. And we'll take a trip out. Always on a Friday. I always used to fly down to Mallorca. Been a place that I lived there for quite a number of years, and I do like flying down there. So I'm wondering if we can factor in a flight down to the Balearic Islands at some point, either tomorrow or over the weekend. Certainly won't be Saturday, but we'll definitely stream tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, evening time. But yeah, we also need to go and have a look up in Scandinavia as well. Maybe something around Norway. I was thinking about getting, actually, very good point. I'm gonna get the new Mulder scenery for Norway, so that'll be fun. We're going to do that tomorrow. We'll have a little look around Norway, and then we'll go across to. We need to do something in Sweden and Finland as well, so that'll be good fun for the next few flights. So Norway tomorrow, then we're going to go across to Sweden and then up to Finland after that. So 2.5 miles top of drop. There it is. Thrust idle, open descent, flight level 130 blue. Down we go. I'm going to go and put in the progress page. We're just going to whack in. We're going to whack in this waypoint here. Just make sure that we are coming down quick enough or slow enough, depending on what we need. So we know what we're doing. Should give us 43 miles. And while that's happening, we'll go and do the arrival info, which is going to be a bit of weather for EVRA. So 156 knots, 3 degrees. 150 at 6, not 550. Oh dear. 150. 6 knots. Temperature was 3 degrees. QNH 1040. And we'll get the barrow ref for the runway as well. Approach runway 18. Not that high, 233. There we go. That is that sorted out. So 12,000 feet, 12 threes, 36. How many miles we got left? We worked out right. Oh, 35.7, bang on. Bang on. Lovely jubbly. Still in Lithuanian airspace, but not far. Once we get to the start of the arrival, we'll be quickly in, and then around we go. Just while that is doing that, guys, I need to quickly butcher landing, dude. Yeah, if you just give me, guys, 2 seconds, I'm gonna pop you in a what kind of view should we have? In that one, I quickly nip to the bathroom before we do this landing. So I'll be right back with you just in 2 seconds. Right then, guys, let's have a look how we're doing. So 4,000 feet left to run before that restriction. We need 12 miles. We've got 12.4, so that's all looking tickety boot. Indeed, finished pilot. I'm hoping for a buttery landing. Most definitely buttery landing. So after that, we can work out if we put in the last waypoint of here, 3,500 feet, not above or below. If we pop that in, then we can use VS to get down to that level. So let's go and do that in here. So we put in Alpha Kilo Sierra Echo Juliet. How far are we from there? 48 miles to lose. So from 13, so it's 10. It's 9,500 feet. 9,500 feet. We need. Let's have a quick look. Down to. We need 30 miles to do that. We'll have 40. So look, we'll have 40 miles. We need 30. So yeah, we've got 10 miles spare, and we'll start coming down quite nicely for that restriction. There's 13,000 coming up with 3 miles left. So that worked out nicely. And obviously we've got 220 knot speed restriction, and to be above 7,000 feet for these two waypoints as well. So let's have 3,000. Let's have 4,000 set there for now, and in a few miles we'll start that. It's got 9,000 magenta, which is good. So VNav would actually get us down. I wonder if we did do that. We just used should we try VNav, see if it'll work? I don't know if it does actually work properly yet. In a few miles time we'll try VNav, and let's just see if it does anything of any consequence. It does have them coded in, I think. Let's have a quick look. So it reckons 8.5 here, then 7,000, and then 3,500, 2,500 by Acnes, and then that's the final approach for that. We could try VNav. Just for a change. I'm not sure whether it will work or not. Or it may cause us a pickle. $35 miles left there. I'm just going to add a flight plan to this before I forget. There we are. Perfect. So it is picking up the restrictions 8.5 it reckons. So yeah, I mean it might work. Let's just go in a managed descent. Uh-oh, why is it crashed? Come on. Please don't crash. There we go. A little bit of a stutter there. So let's go with managed descent for now, just see what happens. It has picked up Alt Magenta 8,500, so we'll see how it goes. I think it is trying to slow us down for that 220 knots, so have a bit of speed brake out to help it out. There you go, it's taking a dive now to make that restriction. 14 miles to lose, what's that, 3,000 feet? 4,000 feet, yeah. So it's still quite well on profile for this restriction. And now we're just slowing down again. That's got a restriction for the speed. 210 by AC. And yeah, there we go. So quite happy at 220 for now. That'll do the trick quite nicely. And we'll just let it do whatever it's doing. So for the arrival, let's make sure it's got the ILS tuned up properly, because you never know. It could be 18 Zulu 111.1, and we're looking for India Romeo Victor. India Romeo Victor, and all the ones. Final course is going to be 178 degrees, which is also correct as well. Cool. So there we go. If anyone's ever wondered what happens, what the inside of the cabin's like, there is no cabin. It is completely blank. You literally have the window views, and that's it. So this seems to be doing a good job of this descent. Quite happy with that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think the fly-by-wire has VNAV implemented yet, or a full, obviously not a full version of VNAV, but it is behaving itself. It's going to stop us at that restriction there, above 7,000, and then after that we can come down to 3,500. So it'll be interesting to see whether it will. Alt constraint star, descent still blue. So in theory, once we make this in 2 miles, it should start to bring us down to 3,500 feet. We got... how many miles we got left to run? Let's see if we can get the ILS yet. Not yet. So progress, I should put in the airport. Ah, whoops, not that one. Not in database. It's clear to runway 18, that's why. .5 miles, really? I suppose, yeah, that's not too bad. Just wondering why we haven't got an ILS yet. The airport, there's the airport there. So anyway, we're doing quite well. We're still coming down. It's still doing a good descent. I am going to activate the approach phase now. So I reckon it's a good time. And we can start configuring. So once 210 knots, our green dot's about 210 anyway, so that's the bonus. We've got the ILS ident now. Lockstar approach. AP2 can go in. We'll have 3,500 for that. And the final bit, if there's any little drop in the arrival, let's have a look. So it's 2,500 and then down to 2,000 by 6 miles from there. So Aknes is 2,500, which is here. And then 2,500 will go down to. First idle descent, 3,500 magenta for that, and we got. Let's just put 2,000. Put 2,500 in for Aknes. But that looks pretty cool to me. They are taking us down to there now, so let's put 2,000 in. 2,000 will be set, 2,500 restriction. And we'll start taking, I think we'll take flap. What's that final going to give us? It's going to be a rather short final, isn't it? So we'll start slowing down. We can start slowing down in a minute, I think. Yeah, let's give it. We'll give it 2 or 3 miles from Aknes. We'll pull flap 1, and then that way we can make that turn quite happily. There's the runway. So we're good with that. Speed out constraint star again. VNav is behaving very nicely here, actually. Very nicely. Just stop the music. We'll get the sim volume up as well. There that is. Let's take flap 1. We're gonna have about a 9-mile final, I reckon. So that's gonna be we'll get that speed brake out the way. Don't need that anymore. We'll arm the spoilers. Runway length here is, how long is the runway? We'll trust the plane and know what it's doing for a minute. Airport. Oh, it's huge, 3,200 meters. We'll try vacate Charlie. So we'll have low auto brake for that, I reckon. And there's that turn, so it should start to take us down to 2,000 feet in a minute. There it goes as well. Excellent stuff. That is pretty cool. For a free. And we have lock star as well. And a 10-mile final. Perfect. So let's have flap 2. Spoilers are armed. We should have actually we should have had landing lights on well before now. Seatbelt signs on as well. That's my mistake. And we'll check the cabin. Tell them to sit down. What signs is it complaining that aren't on? That one, perhaps. There we go. Alt star, lock star. 2,000 feet, so we're good on that. There's runway, nicely lined up over the sea. Bet that looks quite cool, actually. Look at that. Good stuff. 9.1 miles. So we are flap 2. Let's we may as well just come back, get configured nice and early. Flap 3 coming. And we'll dump the gear in a minute. Look at that, with the reflection of the moon as well. Can't beat a bit of MSFS for its graphics. With the water effect, it does really well as well, doesn't it? I mean, that is pretty cool. Right, anyway. Important stuff. Let's have flap 3. And we get glide slope at, where's the glide slope come? Very shortly. 6 miles. So yeah. Almost now. And that's been 42 minutes since we pushed back in Vilnius. 42 minutes to get back up to Riga. And let's go. We'll have flap full. We got that, and the gear can come down. We are now fully configured at 5.9 miles, which is good stuff. There's glide slope star. Bit of wind, 21 knots directly on the nose of the plane at the minute. Is that what we expected? What was the weather supposed to be? 6 knots, so not quite. I mean, that might come off as we slow down. Hopefully, get lower. But at least it's a direct headwind. Nothing blowing us from side to side. The go around. Excuse me. Climb on track 2,500, which is we can set now. 2,500 is wide on runway track even. So we've got landing gear down, the signs are on, the cabins are advised, spoilers are armed, we have flaps full, ECAM memos landing, no blue. And as we briefed before, we're going to vacate to the left at Charlie ideally, and we'll just come and park on one of these stands. We left off this stand here, so if we can get back on the same stand, then even better. 1,000 feet, checked and stable. 2 whites, 2 reds on the pappies as well. That wind is slightly increasing, so it's getting a bit bumpy. Not quite what the METAR says for the weather, but I guess it is what it is. There we go, it's coming off now, 17 knots. So you can see the engine's doing a bit of work there to get us through that wind.
$500.
500 feet. There are 8 knots, 7 knots, dropping off now.
300.
Slight bit of crosswind, so it might be just a little bit of right rudder, but apart from that.
100 above. 200.
I'm going to take the autopilot off before I forget. Minimums continue. All looking tickety-boo. Still 2 whites, 2 reds.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
There's the flare. There's a float. That's a float and a half.
5.
There's touchdown. It's reverses, and we have decel as well. I think we might have missed that exit. We'll roll out a bit further. But guys, welcome back down to Riga. We just missed. We're going to come off at Charlie, so that'll be fine. Yeah, welcome back down to Riga. That was a bit of a nice of a floatery landing for the return trip, better than the one on the way down, where the sim crashed, and we ended up with a bit of a rushed kind of 7-mile final from 7,000 feet. Didn't really help us out too much, but that was much better, much smoother, much nicer approach. And here we are. We'll vacate here to the left, and we're going to see if we can get on the same parking spot. I'll stand even as we left. But guys, I hope you enjoyed that little 2-sector trip this evening. Not very long flights, not a very long stream tonight because I've got to get up early for work tomorrow, but It's still been an enjoyable little trip. We'll get the APU on. Landing lights can come off. That can go back to taxi. And we've got the APU going, so that's good. So let's go and find a parking stand. Where are we at? I'm going to put this on here so I can work out where we're going. So if we take this next left and straight ahead, we should find the we should find a terminal, hopefully. There it is. This is freeware scenery from flightsim.to as well. If you do like to fly into Riga, I'd highly recommend this one. It's very nice, well made as well. So yeah, go grab it for free off there. So the flaps are retracted, spoilers have been disarmed. And if we take the next right, that should take us back to our stand that we left from about 2 hours ago. Slow down. We'll take this one on the left. Just where we were. There we go. And if we come to a stop somewhere about there, that should do the trick. Let's go and get ourselves shut down. So APU is available, so we'll get engine off and engine number 2 off. And that can come off, that can go off, so can that light. That can come off, that can come off, that can come off. Seatbelt signing's off as well. Let's see if we can get some steps for these passengers. As we didn't quite park in the same stand, clearly, because we did have a jet bridge, forward door, passengers, external power, baggage, catering, and that aft door and catering. And let's see if I can grab the pushback thing and grab some steps. Stairs, there we go. I'm hoping we're going to get some stairs. There they are. Perfect. But guys, there we are. Welcome back. Like I said, welcome back down to Riga. Lovely clear night down there as well. With our Air Baltic 320. So yeah, we had a nice little return trip back to down to Vilnius back in. Not like I said, not the longest of flights tonight. Still streaming 2 hours and 25 minutes, so that's not too bad for a Thursday night. Would have been a bit longer had I not got to get up at 5 AM for work tomorrow. But guys, thank you ever so much for coming out tonight and joining us on this flight. Thank you for those that followed on Twitch and subbed on YouTube as well. It is very much appreciated. I will be back, let's have a look, tomorrow evening, possibly, for another one. If not, definitely over the weekend. We'll be doing some more flying on Saturday and Sunday as well. So if you haven't already done so, if you want to become a member of the Discord, if you hit ! Discord in the chat, hop on there. I do post there every day when we go flying, where we're flying, what time we're flying, and all that other good stuff. So guys, yeah, for now, I'm going to leave that there. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night, and I will see you in the live stream very, very soon.